Good morning. Hello. Let me know if you're here, if you can hear me. I'm having crazy technical difficulties. So let me know if things are working and you're hearing me and seeing me. I'd appreciate it. I'm just sharing this post, giving everybody the update. Okay. I think I'm ready to roll. If you're tuning in, just let me know that you're here. I apologize for technical difficulties. Always crazy things happening. So just let me know. I'm just going to make sure everybody is able to see me. I don't see anybody on yet, so I'm hanging out for just a minute. Excuse me. I just want to make sure that everybody's can see that I'm up and running. Just trying to straighten a few things out. Because people are saying they don't see it. All right, bear with me for a sec. Okay. All right. I've done all the things on my end that I can possibly do. Hopefully people see it and join. If you are joining me, let me know if you can hear me and see me. That would be much appreciated because it's been a morning of technical difficulties. My computer launched into an update and just, hi, D. Okay, good. Oh, I feel better now. All right, everybody, people can see me. We're good. We're rocking and rolling. Okay, I so apologize for being so late. Hi, Kathy. My computer launched into an update as soon as I was about to start setting up the live, and it took 9 minutes, and that 9 minutes felt like an hour. So I'm going to dive right in. Last week I also had technical difficulties and was finishing off my card and didn't realize that my live stream had completely stopped. So at the end, I'm going to show you the card I finished last week, but I'm going to jump into today's demo. So today I'm going to try a resist technique that I saw. I believe it was Katie Petit that did it. And it looked really cool. So I wanted to give it a shot. Good morning, Amy. So to start, I'm using this Tim Holtz stamp from, it's this sentiment set. Give me a second and it's this one. This is my little binder that has all these different things on it. Bold sayings, it's called. So I'm going to start, I'm going to stamp some designs into this area. And this is going to be, the sentiment is going to be the part that's going to be the resist. So to get started, I cut this piece down 4 by 5 1/4 because it's going to be layered on my card front. So I'm going to very, very super light. You guys probably won't even be able to see it. I'm going to just draw some pencil lines. I mean, they're super, super light because that's where I want to stamp in my designs. So I have this Chamel set that I was really cute because I was kind of looking for something that looked or might look like birthday banners. And this was the closest that I got with these. See these little things? So I'm going to use those. Maybe I'll use some of the bigger ones too. Yeah, maybe I'll start out with the bigger one. Let me get a bigger block. And I'm using blues and purpley pink. I'm going to do a little mix and match also. I'm going to stamp in with Catherine Pooler inks, but then in a little bit we're going to switch over to distress spray. Okay, so I made those pencil marks so that I can try and get some of my designs in that area. Now, full disclosure, I did not test this first, so we're gonna be a little trial and error today and see how it turns out. Okay. And then I'm going to take this little heart one and do some pink. And then I think I want to get a little blue in there. So I'm going to pick a different one. This one has just circles. And I'm going to use suede shoes. So this is kind of just like sort of creating my background. Well, my background that's going to show through behind the stamp. Y'all will see what I mean in a little bit. Okay, that's good. All right, so that is basically my setup. I'm going to take the Misty. Now, what we're going to do is this is going to be stamped in clear. So the idea is I'm going to stamp this stamp on here. We're going to heat emboss it with clear. And then we're going to go back and spray this background with colors. Okay. I really should take the foam out because this is a rubber back stamp. But that's okay. I'm not going to. Because that seems, yeah, I'm going to get good coverage. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up with Versamark. First, I'm going to do this so we don't get everything sticking all over. And then I'm going to ink this up. There we go. As I put my craft room back together after the renovation, there's a couple of things that I moved around, like thinking, oh, this is probably a better spot for this. But the only problem is that I haven't completely remembered where the new spots are for things. But I'm getting there. Okay, so this is Versamark. And then I'm going to try, I was going to do straight clear embossing powder, but I have this, this is an old Brutus Monroe embossing powder. It's called Jack Frost. It's clear embossing powder, but it has like blue tinsel in it. So let's see how that works, because I thought that might be kind of cool. Okay. My stamp was dirty, but not going to do about that now. Okay. All right. Hopefully we got good coverage there. Okay, that looks like I got a nice layer of coverage. And I thought since it was a birthday card, you know, it'd be fun to have little tinsels in it. Okay. So next I'm going to heat this. Let me just grab my little tongs here so I don't burn my fingers. Waiting for the magic to happen. There we go. Okay. Hi, Sherry. Good morning. Just want to make sure this is dry. So now our sentiment, as you can see, is in clear. And now we're going to cover the back with inks to make that pop out. Hopefully, if all goes well. I do see some spots in there that didn't cover, so we'll see what happens. If it looks terrible, we'll find a workaround. Okay, so I did pull out some distress stains and some distress spritz because, I mean, you know, I love the distress spritz. And I'm kind of thinking, I think I'm going to smush. I think that's what I'm going to do. Instead of spraying right on, I think we're going to smush. So let me take my paper away because I'm worried about if I spray it right on, it might be too dark. But, you know, we'll see. Let me get my water. And I could, you know, I could certainly do this with ink pads as well. Smushing them down and then spraying with water and going that route. But we'll see. We'll see how this works. So this is prize ribbon. I'm going to do a little villainous potion. Oh my gosh, this one's almost empty. Seedless preserves. That's like one of my all-time faves. And then let me get some. This is Wilted Violet Distress Spritz. I just want to shake that because if you guys have used this, you know it all settles at the bottom. There we go. And once we get that ball loose, then we can... You know what? I think we're going to go back with that. Let's do this first. I'm going to do some water, and then we're going to start smushing this and see what happens. Ha, look at that. Ta-da! Perfect. That is literally exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay, let me wipe this up. And now I'm just going to give this a wipe to, because there's some pigment that's just kind of sitting where the, it sits on top of where the image is embossed. Right? Super easy. That actually, I'll be honest with you guys, that worked out a little better than I anticipated. Let me just clean this off. And then I still want to get some, we'll do the next layer. I'm going to do the spritzes so that we get some like shimmer and shine. So this is Wilted Violet. And this is Faded Blue Jeans. I haven't used this one yet. I'm excited for this. Let me just get this open. What's everybody doing today? Anybody having some crafty time? I'm hoping since it's a long weekend, I'll get maybe tomorrow or Monday to hang out in the craft room. That'd be good. Okay, I'm just trying to get that ball at the bottom to unstick. Come on. There we go. Oh, that one's a tough one. In my previous craft room, before it was renovated, I stored these on their sides like that. And that definitely worked much better. I will be honest. But I got this amazing like set of racks off of Facebook Marketplace. I probably told you guys about this the last time because I was so excited about it. It's actually like nail racks from a nail salon that holds nail polishes. And it was on Amazon for $80 and I bought it for $10. And it stores, I'm going to show you guys a picture because it stores everything like perfectly. Let me see if I could find a picture real quick. But the only drawback is that I'm not storing the bottles on their sides. So see that? $10 on Amazon, on Facebook Marketplace. The exact same one is on Amazon for $80. So it's actually like 3 separate shelves. And see, I've got all the sprays and everything on there. So, you know, I do, like I said, I do prefer storing my spritz on their sides. I feel like it mixes better when you go to use them, but you know, the shelves are amazing. So I'll just have to make sure to shake them really good before I use my spritz. Okay, so this is wilted violet, and then I'm going to put some faded jeans, and then I'm just going to do some smushy. So we got some shine to this. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace for the win, huh? Oh my gosh. Can you guys see that? Isn't that fun? This is like an easy peasy thing to do. A great quick way to make a card. So again, I'm just going to go over my letters, wipe off any liquid that's sticking on there. And let me get my dryer. We're going to heat this. Or not heat it, rather just dry it so I can I just want my paper dry so I can put it on my card. That's pretty fun, right? And I mean, we could have done an ink blend in the background and then had it resist that and then just sprayed it in darker colors. And like I said, you could do the ink smush. It didn't have to be sprays. That's just what I grabbed this morning. But you could smush your ink pads on the desk and spray them with water and drag your paper through it that way. Plenty of options. It definitely works better with bigger, bolder, solid stamps. The demo that I saw was I'm almost positive it was Katie Petit, and she used like it was like some kind of solid I think it was one of her new Arden solid flower stamps. And then once she did the resist, I think she used like a brayer and rolled ink over it. But it's like an easy, fun technique, right? Look at how cool that looks. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a piece of, I think we're going to do purple. Let me see what colors I have in my stash.